Well, hey, it's Sunday before dawn, September 25th, 2022. It's about 3:30 in the morning. What am I doing up? So, at about 2, well, not about, at 2:11 this morning, my phone starts ringing. Well, I looked at the display. I mean, I was asleep, but I woke up, put my glasses on, looked at the display. There's no caller ID. I'm not going to answer it. Then, about 20 minutes later, I hear hard knocking on my front door. Well, I mean, that scared me half to death. I thought, my friends know I have a doorbell. It's whoever that is not using the doorbell. And I went and, I kind of tried to peek out of the blinds. I didn't see anyone. And it took me a while to go to the door because I was thinking, oh my gosh, well, I'm not going to open the door, And I don't even want to say who is it because, golly, I imagine somebody busting the door in or something. Your mind just goes to crazy places in the middle of the night when somebody's banging on your door. So I looked out of one of my front windows and I saw there was a police car out there. So I went out, and apparently the policeman told me that one of my neighbors had been out to smoke a cigarette because you're not allowed to smoke inside the apartments. And he saw that some cars were being broken into, so he called the police. And apparently they caught 5, teenagers, and some were older, maybe still teenagers, but old enough to be prosecuted as adults or charged as adults. I don't know the language. Anyway, and they recovered some of the stuff that they had taken. So they knew these were the ones that were breaking into the cars. I think there were like 5 cars broken into. Well, apparently these people are not readers because I just had some books in my car, and they did miss a penny and a nickel that I had sitting in there. But my glove compartment had been gone through, and also my car had been locked. So, it was rather unsettling. But I will say this, that the officer was so calm and just, explained everything so clearly. This is the Valdosta, Georgia Police Department, by the way. Good job, guys. And he gave it just, well, I don't know if you've never had this happen. By the way, I'm going to make some coffee. I was making coffee yesterday. I wasn't feeling real well. But right now, I'm going to make myself a cup of iced pumpkin spice cake. So, so he gave me a thing that explains, about just all kinds of contact numbers, victims' bill of rights, all sorts of programs you contact. And if you, let's say if in the morning, if I find something that I didn't realize was missing, because I filled out a witness statement too. So if I discover that there's something I hadn't realized, right now when I filled out the statement that was missing, then it tells me how to get back in touch and all that stuff. Anyway, so, things were handled just so competently as far as I'm concerned. The policeman had pictures on his cell phone of things that they recovered so that he could show them to me, and, I could see if any of them were mine. Anyhow, so golly, I guess I'm a little bit excitable, obviously, because when I heard the knocking on the door, it was like, but I wasn't like a total wreck or anything like that. It's You never know, though, how you're going to react in situations. I realized, boy, I would probably be a lousy witness. If something happened in front of me, I don't know, like, the typical thing you see in the movies is, maybe somebody commits a crime, they steal something, or they assault someone, or you're in the bank and somebody's robbing the bank, and you have to like look at the lineup and which one looks like one of the people, or tell what the sequence of events was. I don't know, I don't think I'd be a good one, because the officer was telling me what happened, like how many cars were broken into, what sort of people they were that were doing the breaking in, and I realized that even right after he told me, I couldn't remember, did he say it was 5 cars or 5 teenagers, or just a lot of the details right after he told me were already jumbled up in my mind. So, I'm not excitable like, oh no, the police are here, ah, like that. But apparently, my mind just kind of, I'm not cool, calm, and collected. Even if I appear to be. Anyway, so it was interesting. I certainly, I hope that, well, you know what? I was going to say, I hope that these kids won't do something like this again. But then he mentioned that some of them already have a number of charges against them from other things. So, gosh, I don't know. I guess this sort of thing just happens, right? That's tasty. I wouldn't be drinking coffee at this time of night. Should I put in some cream or put in some more ice? I'll put in some cream. But I don't know that I'm going back to sleep anytime soon. Okay, well, and as far as that's concerned, at least right now, I feel a little bit better than I was yesterday when I wasn't feeling well, so that's good to know. Well, I'm just babbling on here. I figure there are some people that are up at this hour, just awake, and not because the police were banging on their door. Oh, does that look a mess? Anyhow, so I just thought I'd tell you about that, so make sure you lock your car. And I think from now on, I'm going to leave my outside light on, my front porch light, because you know how what is that, McGruff or whatever, that dog, that crime-fighting dog, and he always says, leave a light on because it'll help deter criminal activity. Yeah, I think I may start doing that. Well, anyway, just figured I'd let you know what all's going on here, and maybe if I get tired enough, I will sleep, even with the coffee. Anyway, I hope you don't have any kind of excitement like that at your house. I hope you're asleep right now and that you're well. I'll talk to you later.